Hello Internet, my name is Taliesin.
Oh wait, actually, can we do this in a couple minutes? I just need to run to the store and pick up some wine before it closes.
Oh, I don't know. Let's ask Khadgar.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay, great. Should I get you anything while I'm out?
No, I'm just going to do some Kil'Jaeden quickly on LFR while you're gone.
Oh, wait, have you actually done it yet? Because it can be pretty unforgiving.
Oh yeah, I read about the shit show on the forums. No, come on. I've done it on normal, and I've done it on heroic. Yeah. I think I can cope with LFR. I'll just do it quickly while you're gone.
Cool. Alright, see you in a few minutes.
See you later.
Hey, how was LFR?
Just stand in the swirlies, okay? Just stand in the fucking swirlies. It's fucking easy. Just do it.
You okay?
Yes. Yeah, sorry. It's just I thought you weren't standing in the fucking swirlies. That's all. And if you don't stand in the fucking swirlies, we fucking die. It's easy. Honestly, it's fucking easy.
Okay. I'm just gonna open this wine, and then we can get started with the show, right?
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. But honestly, can you just stand in one fucking swirly on your way? Would that be too fucking difficult? Just to stand in a fucking swirly?
Yeah. Okay.
There is much to be done.
Today we are talking Cologne, Germany, the jewel of the Rhine, where there's so much to see and do. Hey, you like sightseeing? Why not take a pleasure cruise along the river, or a cable car high above the city? Hey, you like museums? I know you like museums. Take a visit to the Fragrance Museum, where actual eau de Cologne was invented in 1709, or the Museum Ludwig, which has modern art, the Wohlraf Richards Museum, which has classical art, all the while really enjoying the fact that the German word for art is Kunst. Hey, you like Nazis? Check out the former Gestapo headquarters, because why the fuck not? Or you could ignore all of that shit and sweat yourself to death in an expo centre outside of town for a week in Gamescom 2017. Now the choice is yours, obviously, but all I'm saying is, the Shrine of the Three Kings may claim to store the bones of the biblical Magi, but do they have 7.3 reveals and possible new expansion leaks? No, they don't. That's all I'm saying. So yes, the eyes of the gaming world are on Cologne this week for Gamescom, the event which Blizzard have started treating like a kind of an unofficial European Blizzcon in recent times, kicks off to the public on Wednesday, and the convention has taken on particular significance for World of Warcraft followers in the last couple of years, ever since Blizzard used it as a platform to announce Legion to the world in 2015. Basically, the situation is this: it is now 2 years later, we know there's a new expansion in the works, ready to be revealed, and the question is, what have you got for us, Blizz? For those of us hoping for a new expansion reveal at Gamescom, you're probably going to be disappointed, to be honest. We already knew at this point 2 years ago that Blizzard were going to give us an expansion reveal here, and there have been no such promises this time round. In fact, Blizzard have flat out said that Warcraft-wise, at least, Cologne is going to be all about 7.3. The key art features Turalyon, or, I mean, it could be Talarian, it's difficult to tell them apart sometimes. And alongside the now customary esports events that will be going on the schedule, the only reveals we've been promised are 7.3 related. Visitors will be able to look at and play through the new dungeon, the Seat of the Triumvirate. So if you're the kind of person for whom downloading the PTR is too much trouble, but flying to Cologne for a week is no trouble at all, then, this is going to be really interesting for you. Also, details about this content update will be unveiled on stage and via live stream during the Blizzard reveal ceremony on Wednesday, which is great, but it just doesn't feel like there's much potential for anything too surprising there. WoW is sharing stage time in the reveal ceremony with a new Overwatch short and a new Heroes of the Storm hero announcement, which all suggests there's going to be nothing here which is too groundbreaking if you've been following the PTR developments for the last month or so. Lots of people haven't been following PTR developments, and if you haven't, then you know what? Tune into that reveal ceremony, okay? There's a link to the YouTube stream on your your Blizzard net, your Blizzard Battle.net launcher. Follow it. Seriously, just do it, because here is a promise. If you have managed to not find out anything about 7.3 and you watch that stream, you'll shit yourself in a good way. It's good shit. For the rest of us though, it's probably going to be official confirmation of what we already know. We do know that Terran Gregory is going to be in attendance, so I'd have thought that it's pretty much certain at this stage that we're going to be shown a new cinematic. And I'd imagine it's probably the cinematic that shows us powering up the Vindicar and heading to the planet Argus itself to launch 7.3. A cinematic that will find its way into the game itself, just like we were presented with that awesome Kil'Jaeden cinematic that started the assault on the Broken Shore to launch 7.2. It's the same sort of thing. And that's great, and it's bound to get us super pumped for 7.3 just in time for them to almost certainly announce that 7.3 will launch on August the 29th and 30th in the US and Europe respectively. And how do we know that? Well, for one, the Whispers of a Frightened World scenario became live this week, where you fight through a ton of void monstrosities to hear Magni Bronzebeard tell you that Azeroth needs you to go to Argus and kick some ass, which is essentially a pre-patch event, which means that the patch has to be ready to go. They aren't going to have it live during Gamescom itself, because otherwise the station set up to play 7.3 at Gamescom would be a bit underwhelming. So the 29th is the soonest possible date, which, by the way, is precisely what we predicted in our video on the subject. And of course, we were absolutely right, because we are always right. That's just a scientific fact, and you can't argue with science. We also predict the exact date for 7.3.5 in that video, by the way, and I dare say they'll probably drop a bit of that in the reveal too. And all of this is brilliant. Gamescom will be all about the end of Legion, leaving Blizzcon to be all about the new expansion in a couple of months. And it means we get a whole extra month of fake new expansion leaks to enjoy on the forums too, so it's a win-win. Except, I just can't shake this nagging feeling that I have, because this is Ian's WoW. And the thing about Ian is, he's basically like a Blizzard Columbo. He loves giving a big reveal and lets him enjoy it and think that's it, but then just as he's leaving the stage, he'll be all like, just one last thing, and drop something absolutely fucking huge that we weren't prepared for at all. Don't forget, the first time that he revealed we were going to Argus in the first place was in a talk about patch 7.1.5 in BlizzCon 2016. If you think Ian hasn't got something big and unexpected up his Legion bowling shirt sleeve for Gamescom, then frankly, you haven't really been paying attention now, have you? And to back that thought up, there are some big guns in Cologne this year. Gregory, yeah, but also a huge influencer presence too. Panzer is going to be there, and Cologne is a lot of fucking effort for Panzer, frankly, unless there was going to be something really worth reporting on. And I just can't help but think maybe we'll be getting a little bit more than we bargained for in this Gamescom reveal. Either way, we'll obviously be following the stream live, and we'll be reporting on it in a special weekly reset on Thursday, maybe Friday. So join us for that.
The greatest holiday in the history of Warcraft hit the servers this week. The Trial of Slutmog. I mean, the Trial of Style, sorry. But I'm not being sarcastic, because Trial of Style genuinely is brilliant. You knew it was going to be brilliant, and it totally is brilliant. Getting dressed up in a transmog theme and strutting your stuff against 5 other contestants and then voting for the winner? It's fucking awesome. In fact, here are all the reasons Trial of Female Blood Elf is the best thing ever in WoW. Reason number 1, I always win. This is because I am the greatest transmogger in the history of WoW and always look the best. I think really hard about the themes and I dress appropriately with clever little details mixed in, with rare and hard to find pieces. Okay, so I might not actually officially win, because usually some idiot wearing nothing but a tabard and a stupid hat gets more actual votes, but votes are overrated, and I'm happy that my mog is always the real winner. Reason number 2, all transmog and barbershop changes are free, while Trial of Sorry You Are a Forsaken Character Better Luck Next Time is happening. That's not just transmog changes you make in the event itself, but everywhere. So even if you don't take part in the scenario because your transmog skills are so good that it wouldn't be fair on the other people you're grouped with, you can still enjoy playing with your appearance this week with no gold cost. Go wild! Reason number 3, there are armor set specific rewards, so there's a reason to run it all on your alts too. Okay, so the armor sets are, well, let's just say they won't win you Trial of Style anytime soon, but they're still plenty more substantial than what any other micro-holiday has offered so far. Reason number 4, you can join with some friends in a group and completely skew the voting to increase your chances of winning. Okay, that's probably not a good thing about it, and if we're honest, there's definitely a disproportionate amount of sexy elves and disproportionately revealing outfits that win, but who really cares? Like other micro-holidays, this event is about having fun and enjoying something just for the sake of it. It's fun to win, but it's not impactful like winning at PvP or beating the Mage Tower. It doesn't matter. Remember, those shit rewards that you don't really want? Yeah, that's what you're missing out on if you don't win. Except you're not missing out. You can come dead last every time and still afford them after like 5 tries or something. And the replay value is great, so you shouldn't even mind that. What matters is emoting on a stage, showing off and looking awesome. And who doesn't enjoy that? Okay, so seeing people advertising on LFG to put groups together and farm Trial of Style may have temporarily made me hate the world and despair for all the people in it, but only temporarily, because 5 minutes later, I was winning the shit out of another round with my dark and dangerous transmog. And it's good to see the community agree, forgetting any min-max tendencies they may have to just relax and enjoy something inconsequential for the sheer fun and unadulterated enjoyment of it.
No, it was a shit show, obviously. What a complete waste of time. This has got to be, by a long shot, the dumbest biggest thing going on in WoW. You just know we've lost a raid tier for the development they put into this shit. Waste of time, you don't do anything.
Sorry, waste of time? You call this a waste of time? Or this? And anyway, if you really believe something is a waste of time, if it is only fun with no other purpose, then why are you even playing a video game? So, have you done Trial of Style?
I have done Trial of Style.
And?
I won Trial of Style.
No way.
Done, won, boom. Off the list, never fucking bothering with that again.
Really?
No, I will, but the thing is, I feel like, because I won it first time, how'd you better that? And the theme was Heroes of Azeroth. And I spent ages at the transmog guy, fixing up my transmog, making it look amazing, and it did. It looked brilliant, and I was aware of the time. I was aware of it ticking down, and I was like, okay, it's cool. And I just got my mog finished in time. I sat back to look at it. I was like, boom, that's gonna be awesome. The thing started, and I realized I hadn't pressed the button to actually change the mog. So I was still just in my standard everyday transmog, but
which is pretty cool, actually.
Pretty fucking awesome, it turns out. Yeah. Officially, not just my words, not just your words, because that was enough to win Heroes of Azeroth. And it does look really cool. It's really heavy looking. She's a female priest, but it's a really heavy looking robe. She's got like the hoodie on.
And you've got a staff. You have a pink staff.
I've got the pink staff. I've got the Mage Tower challenge. PvP recolor. Discipline priest. And I can't imagine there are too many of those around. And it's pink and it looks beautiful. And I've never seen anyone else using it.
Not on our realm.
Certainly not on our realm. I'm sure there are some PvP realms where you see it quite a lot. Yeah. But on Argent Dawn EU, which is a roleplay server, the Discipline priest PvP recolor of the Mage Tower. It's pretty rare. Pretty rare, that appearance. So I feel awesome when I'm wearing it. Most people who follow this channel know what my character looks like. Right. Because it's on screen all the time. And she's always wearing that mog. It made her very recognizable. At least 3 people in the trial style recognized me, and I'm pretty sure that's why I won. They were just being really nice and voting for me. Aww. It felt like I was a famous NBA player getting a free meal at a restaurant or something. It was like, okay, you forgot to press the button, Mavanwi, but we're gonna let you.
It's on the house.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, yes, but it had nothing to do with that, and all to do with my transmogging skill and not pressing the button, and that's why I won. It was awesome,
and it's great, and it's extra great for me because it means that this week all that gold that I'd be throwing away on transmogs, I get to keep it.
And you do spend literally thousands of gold a week.
I do.
Transmogs.
I'm just throwing it around.
Other news this week, and news that we weren't able to cover last week because there was no episode, unfortunately. And the script was written.
Oh, it was so good.
It was so good. I talked about magnifique. C'est magnifique.
I was feeling a little more Italian.
L'épisode le weekly reset magnifique. Kil'Jaeden.
Yeah, he's on LFR.
He is on LFR.
Have you done him?
Yes.
And how is that?
It's a shit show, mate. It's a shit show.
Yeah.
Absolute shit show.
Yeah.
Because, it's just, okay, so it came out the week after we had said in the weekly reset, with my very own voice and face, and I had said, you know what, LFR? What LFR needs, it needs to have one mechanic, which is will kill the whole raid, and if you don't do that one mechanic, the whole raid will die. And then Kil'Jaeden comes out. It's got three of those motherfucking mechanics that will kill a whole raid, and so everyone just goes, "Fuck you! What the fuck? Kick the low DPS, kick low DPS." That's what I love, kicking the low DPS, and that's the first thing everyone says when the raid wipes in LFR. The first thing they say is, "Cut the low DPS." We've got some people doing under 200k DPS. Kick them. It's like, it's got nothing to do with the fact that no one soaked any swirlies, and everything to do with some people doing under 200k DPS.
Of course.
Have you done it?
I have. I was just doing it now, just a little while
You did
ago.
it literally just before we started this,
Yeah. Oh god, it was great. The first time round, we got through to the shadow phase.
First time?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We got through there, and then of course it all just went wrong.
Yeah.
And everyone blamed each other and yelled at each other, and then we started over, and then
kick DPS.
Yeah, and then we regrouped a bit. New people joined the group, and there's that brilliant thing where they join the group and they're like, "Oh, I see how many stacks of this thing you have."
Oh, that's my favourite thing.
Yeah, it's like,
what's it called? The resolve.
Yeah.
And when new people come in the group and they see you've got one stack of resolve,
they're
and they're like, "Oh,
okay.
Bit of a shit show, is it, guys? Don't worry, I'm here now." Do you know you have to soak the swirlies?
Gotta soak the swirlies.
Is that what you're supposed to do? Do you know that?
Yeah.
Do you know that? Because you're supposed to soak the swirlies. Yeah. Okay, we're fine now. Let's go.
And then the second time we did it, it was going great. But then, Kil'Jaeden's health was ticking down, but there weren't any mechanics happening. Nothing was happening, and we were all like, Yes.
What, it bugged out?
Yeah, it just
Seriously?
bugged out, and he was just like going down on here like, yes, 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 and then someone's like reporting the bug, and everyone was just like,
Don't do that.
don't, no,
What?
and I reported
So what,
the bug.
did
and
it reset?
Yeah, it reset.
Motherfucker.
I know, and everyone was
Report
like,
the bug after
kick
you
that
kill
guy.
it. Yeah.
Exactly.
What the fuck
But,
you?
yeah.
Fuck you, that guy.
I know.
And yet, people do learn. And after about 3 or 4 pulls,
They do.
In any group, you're going to get it down.
Yeah.
You know,
Because
and
people figure it out.
it has got better in the second week, obviously, as people learn it and they learn a mechanic. And people going in and doing LFR know the mechanics now and they do it. And that is going to help people go on to normal raiding.
Yeah.
And that can only be a good thing.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining us today in this lovely episode. We'll be seeing you very, very soon. If you enjoyed this episode, don't thank us.
Thank our patrons.
Because it's our patrons that have made this happen. It's literally possible because of them.
Yeah.
And we're back on a 2 video a week schedule now, pretty much. And that's all thanks to them as well. So guys, patrons, thank you so much. We've had a rough couple of weeks with getting everything together and stuff. And literally we couldn't have produced anything without you. So you guys are awesome.
Yeah, but wait, but what if I didn't like the episode?
Downvote the shit out of it. Remember, our name is Savix.
That's
We
our
did it at the
name.
same time. We didn't even rehearse it. That
I
was
know.
so good. We're
Isn't
such a
that funny?
team. We're
I
such
know.
fucking
We're
pros.
Like linked. It's crazy.
Oh, we're so pro. We're not really Savix. We are Taliesin.
And Evitel.
And from both of us, until next time, cheerio.